Okay. This is Miss Nelson. She is a second grade teacher here at Kitty Stone. So what are some ways that you integrate technology into your school curriculum?
Well, I like to integrate technology if it fits in a natural way. So, for instance, if we were going to do a phonics lesson, I might use an app where they could write the words in sand, or where they could use magnets and spell out the words in that way. We use a lot of apps in mathematics. We use apps to record information, like for journaling or for creative writing.
Great. What do you consider to be your top 3 apps, and how do you use these apps in your classroom?
My top 3 apps would be, this one is called 30 Hands. This is a digital storytelling app, and this is really easy for young children to use. They take photographs of whatever the story they're going to tell, and then they can record their voice over the image. This one is so easy for children to use that this is really one of my go-to apps.
Is it free?
This one is free. I think it has a paid version, but I use the free version.
Really?
What's nice about this storytelling app is you can email it to yourself, you can email it to a parent, or you can load it up into some other apps and kind of
That's great.
that way. Sure. This one is called Write About This, and this app we use in a creative writing where they tell a story, and it has prompts so that if you don't have something for them to do, it'll show them a photograph and they can write about the photograph, or they can use take a picture of what they're working on and type it out and tell a story in sentences that way. My third app, which I don't have one of these little things for, is called Green Screen by Do Ink, and I also use that for a digital storytelling app, and you use a large green fabric, and children stand in front of it, and you can change the background, how green screens work. So like we can do it for the Polar Express, or we can visit the moon, or we could go on a jungle cruise, all different kinds of things, just based on whatever it is we're learning at the time.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Is that one free?
That one's free. All of the apps are free. Let me think. No, Do Ink I think is $1.99, but worth every penny.
That's pretty cheap
Yeah,
still.
there's none of them are expensive. So I think Do Ink is the only one that I use that I paid for of these 3, and I think it was $1.99.
That's not bad.
No.
Okay, so what advice would you give to a teacher candidate regarding preparing to teach this new digital generation?
Well, I think that it's more important that you teach with technology and not teach the technology.
Right.
So that what I have discovered is that you spend an entire lesson teaching children how to use the app.
Right.
So what I would prefer to do, and what I do in my classroom, is I have maybe 5 go-to apps, and we become experts at those 5 apps, so that when it's time for us to take a picture and make labels on the picture and then import it into Write About This, it's very efficient.
Right.
I don't have to, every time I do a lesson where I'm going to embed technology, I don't have to teach the app again and again and again. So for me, it's more about teaching with technology and not teaching the technology.
Right.
Because you can lose the whole lesson
Mhm.
if they don't know how to use the app.
So how long do you take to prepare them with the app to become masters of it?
I probably start right when school starts. I'll pick an app. It's one of the first. 30 Hands is one of the first ones I use, and we start learning about it. I teach it in like a whole group setting. Everybody they work with a partner, and we work together, and we just go through it, and we practice, and we practice, and we practice until we become pretty good at the app. And then I assign a project that will use the app.
Okay.
But I give them a lot of opportunities to play with it and experiment with it before the lesson is required that they use the app. And once we have that one mastered, then I'll introduce a new app. And then we practice that one in the same way until eventually we have about 5 experts out. I'm like, well, this works out. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. Okay.
Well, I think that's all. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
Oh, you're welcome. It was great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.